Good morning, children. Welcome. Today we are going to see the chapter number 12, that is sound. This is very interesting topic which you feel or which you have experienced in your day-to-day lives. Okay, so we are going to cover the what is the sound, how the sound is produced, what are the characteristics of sound, in which manner the sound travels, and many more applications of the sound. Okay, so let us start. How the sound is produced? It is produced due to the vibrations of the objects. Okay, the vibrations, what is vibration? It is to and fro motion of an object. See, example, the sound of human voice is produced due to the vibration of the vocal cords. Okay, I'll not go in much detail because this sound lesson is very much studied in detail in your grade 8. Okay, you have studied this, the function of your sound box, how it is, how the splits function in your vocal cords. Okay, so here a stretched rubber band when plucked vibrates and produces sound. Correct? You have done this in your day to day lives for the time pass also. When you play with the rubber band, you can feel the vibrations and you can hear the sound when it vibrates. Okay, here it is given activity. See the figure. Strike the prongs. See the u shape, it is given the metal prong. Okay, that is a tuning fork. Strike the prongs of a tuning fork on a rubber pad and bring it near the ear. We can hear a sound. If a suspended table tennis ball is touched with a vibrating prong, the ball is pushed away repeatedly. Yes, the ball oscillates like a pendulum. This shows that prong is vibrating and vibrating objects produce sound. Did you get the activity over here? We have to take the prongs which are vibrating and touch that table tennis ball, and you can see the to and fro motion, that is the oscillating motion of the table tennis ball, and this indicates that vibrating objects produces sound. Next is propagation of sound. Propagation means you have to travel through something. Okay, so that is known as propagation, to go forward. How the sound is traveled? So the sound produced by a vibrating object travels through medium to a listener. The medium can be solid, liquid, or gases. So when an object vibrates, particles around the medium vibrates. The particle in contact with the vibrating object is first displaced from its equilibrium position. Equilibrium means first it was in the steady position. When the vibrating object comes in contact with it, the steady particle also starts moving, and then it exerts a force on adjacent particle. So the which particle is not moving, the vibrating particle sits besides him, and he forces the steady particle to move, and so on. All the particles does the same, and the adjacent particle is displaced from its position of rest. After displacing adjacent particle, the first particle comes back to its original position. Means what happens? The first one who has started this vibration, he comes into the rest. Okay, then the second comes into the rest, then third comes into the rest, fourth comes into the rest, as in gradually the vibrating objects come slowly into the rest. This process repeats in the medium till the sound reaches the ear. And the disturbance produced by the vibrating body travels through the medium, but the particles do not move forward themselves. Okay, vibrating objects, if the vibrating objects are uh, contact in them, then only they will move. They will not move by themselves. A wave is a disturbance which moves through a medium by the vibration of particles of the medium. So sound is considered as a wave. Okay, as the sound propagates in the form of wave. You can see the sea waves. Yes, in the same way the sound wave is also produced. Since sound waves are produced due to the vibration of particles of medium, sound waves are called mechanical waves. Okay, they are produced due to the vibration of particles. Okay, there are all mechanics come into the work, and that's why they are known as mechanical waves. Next is a propagation of sound through air. Means what we talk through a propagation in through the air. So air is the most common medium through which sound travels. When vibrating object moves forward, it pushes and compresses air in front of it, forming a region of high pressure called compression. Compression means what? The air is packed together very closely, and that is known as compression. See in the figure that is in the right hand side, see, this is known as compression. Okay, here all the particles of the air are compressed together. There is a high pressure formed in that area. The compression moves away from the vibrating object. When the vibrating object moves backward, it forms a region of low pressure called rarefaction. See, this is known as rarefaction. Okay, the particles have gone away from each other. As the object moves to and fro rapidly, it produces series of compressions and rarefactions. See, these are the series of compressions and rarefactions. These are the series of compressions and rarefactions. See, here it is the compression is formed, here the rarefaction is formed, here again compression is formed, here again rarefaction is formed. Okay, so this makes sound to propagate in the medium. Okay, which makes the sound to propagate in through the air. See over here, if there are series of compressions and rarefactions. Okay, if there is the tuning fork is struck with low intensity, then there are these types of compression, series of compression rarefaction. As you struck hard, wherever you struck the hard tuning forks, there will be more compressions and rarefactions. Okay, see, you can here see there are many compressions and rarefactions forming when you struck the tuning fork or the metallic fork. Okay, so again there's an experiment known as sound needs a medium to travel. Okay, sound is a mechanical wave and needs a medium for propagation. It travels through solid, liquids and gases. Sound does not travel in the vacuum. So how we are going to prove it? See, suspend an electrical bell in an airtight bell jar. Connect the bell jar to a vacuum pump. Vacuum pump means all the air is going to be evacuated from that jar. If switch is pressed, we can hear the sound of the bell. If air is pumped out through the vacuum pump, we cannot hear the sound of the bell. This shows that sound needs a medium to travel and sound cannot travel in a vacuum. See, two types are given over there. One is the electric bell is given over there, and in the other here they have put a alarm clock is put in the inverted jar, glass jar, where all the air is taken out by the vacuum pump, and then when alarm strikes, you cannot hear the sound because there is no air to propagate the sound, because waves should travel through a medium. Okay, so that's why we cannot hear the sound without any medium. Okay, so we have seen the activity also. Okay, so in next video we are going to see that sound waves are longitudinal waves and how they are longitudinal waves and what forms the longitudinal waves and in which manner they travel. Okay, children, so in the first video we have seen about the propagation and the medium of propagation, what is sound, how the sound is produced, what are rarefactions and what are the compressions. Okay, thank you, children.